And we got him. DJ Yonder. I'm sorry, dude. That's a 261 meter pistol snipe.
Is there a tornado?
What the
Was there like a gaming raincoat? Yeah.
Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at keyboards, but not just any keyboards. We're taking a look at the same gear used by two pro gamers.
All right, what do we got here?
Always excited for this pro gamer gear. I wonder if it really does make you good. We got here by SteelSeries, very nice. I like all of the SteelSeries products. Here we have specifically the Apex M70 TKL, the Tenkeyless version, M60. Oh, M750.
Guess who uses it?
Tfue?
Ah, that's right. You guys probably know FaZe Clan is sponsored by SteelSeries.
So Tfue did use the Sensei 310 and
Yeah.
uses the Apex M750.
Yeah, last time I was using his mouse and it was pretty cool.
If you guys haven't seen that, you should check that out. That was super awesome mouse. Damn, now I'm even more excited. I gotta go in and check this out.
Prism lighting, I'm assuming this is the RGB. Looks pretty sick.
I see it has here aerospace aluminum.
It has a linear mechanical switch. Is that the red switch they have?
On this keyboard we have the SteelSeries custom QX2 linear switches.
Okay, I've never used those before.
So which do you prefer, tactile or linear?
I feel like it depends. But for me, my experience, at least with silver switches, they're linear and they don't have a bump. If you want something that's quick and like fast and you don't want to get like tired with it, linear is the way to go, but there are also times where you can accidentally press a button because there is no response. But something that's more tactile is, I would say, like the general population's preference. Okay, well I guess I'll just check it out here. Linear switches.
Okay, let's try that. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, nice. The first thing I noticed, the glare off the light that says SteelSeries. I don't know if that was planned, but...
Oh, that's a nice keyboard, man.
Okay, so we got the keyboard first right here. We have the Apex manual. This is a thick manual, probably in like 30 languages. Don't need that.
They rap better than we do. There's something here.
That's it.
And that's it. Okay, all right.
What the hell? What is this?
So first thing I noticed,
This is, maybe this attaches to the keyboard.
you know, like you have KitKat, the chunky version of the KitKat? It feels like a chunky keyboard, but it's a nice keyboard.
Ooh, right away. When I grabbed the top, it felt nice and cold. So this is some kind of like aluminum frame here.
The top is made out of a 500 series aluminum alloy. It's a nice matte finish.
Very nice. I like that. So they're nice and cold. Okay, so let's try the keys right away here. Linear switches.
Oh man, that's nice.
So how does the custom
Wait.
switch feel?
Although these are linear, I do feel
It doesn't feel that linear. I still feel like I'm getting some crisp out of it.
Why do you think that is?
alright, that might just be the keycaps hitting the aluminum frame, but that actually feels good in the fingertips.
But it doesn't feel less clicky even though it's linear. I don't know, it's really smooth. I actually really like that.
But it's a very clean design to the point where the base ends where the keys start. So you don't have any extra bulky edges. The only thing that I'd say is kind of bulky, but it is needed, is the thickness of the front here, right? So this will keep you at a low angle, or it can,
What is this though?
wait, what the heck is this?
Oh, they're replacement feet. Wait, what the hell?
I noticed this doesn't have the little stands at the front of the keyboard. So it's just permanently elevated like this, but it's at a very comfortable angle.
Oh, you put those here as feet. Am I doing this right?
Actually, I want to try that. So I'm just gonna take out one of these and one from the keyboard. One of the keyboard here is in my left hand, and this one is the standard kickstand.
What is this? Yo, what is this?
It's really small, and then you can see how much bigger this one is. This is almost double. I feel like I would prefer mine at more of an angle, so I'm gonna swap these in.
Jesus. Oh my God. Is there a tool?
I'm having struggle here.
There's a manual, but there's no tool.
Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so with the higher stance, this actually feels pretty nice. I think this is actually a much cooler design because I like to move my keyboard forward, right? And if, let's say I'm adjusting my mic, I need a little bit more room after I push my keyboard, but that always knocks down my stance unless I lift my keyboard.
Oh my God, that was not easy. I guess once you put it, you leave it.
Well, look at the size and how compact it is. I think it is definitely a keyboard you want to take if you're doing gaming events. Definitely travel friendly.
Let's check out the LEDs.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay, all right.
It looks clean.
Oh, okay. So look at this.
Like the light reflect on the top keys.
So if you take a look at the keyboard from the front or the side or just on the same plane, you'll notice how I mentioned that the floating keycaps let the light bleed all the way through? What do you think about that?
Oh, that's why it reflects everywhere. Can you see that? See here, there's the space right there.
Oh, that's pretty cool. If you're gonna spend the money on getting some nice RGB lights that are bright as hell, you might as well have it.
Colors everywhere, not just through the key, but also through the keyboard, on the keyboard.
Just reflect everywhere, you know? Get it as close to a disco ball as possible.
Okay, so SteelSeries software allows you to customize your lighting as well as use 4 cool software features, which are 1. Discord alerts, 2. Game Sense info to show HP and ammo and other things in whatever game you're playing, 3. Have an audio visualizer, and 4. Image sync to play GIFs on your keyboard.
Can you be like GIFs? What? Are we gonna try it?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you want to try it out?
Oh yeah, let's try that. How?
Test it out at the test station.
Yes.
All right.
We're really curious about this. All right. Just hit play.
Yep.
Okay. Oh man, that's so cool. Oh yes. Oh, that's nice.
Where's he going? Oh, he's gonna check out the mansion. You know what? We'll let him be. It's the new season. Spread good vibes about it. Sorry, dude. Why'd you come back? We let you live. Sorry, dude. We hit him with that headshot. We take those. This guy dropped out of nowhere, dude. Oh my god. And we got him. DJ Yonder. I'm sorry, dude. That was a 261 meter pistol snipe. Honestly, I went above my expectations. I had a pretty bad impression on linear switches at first, but after using it, this doesn't feel like a very typical linear switch. There's a clickiness to this that gives you just that slight bit of response you want when you're playing a game.
So I love the keys. It's a really great switch. It's very, very, very light.
It is so satisfying to the fingertips that like I actually enjoyed building more using a keyboard like this.
Colors aside and like style aside, just focusing on the switches, I think those are my favorite switches so far.
For me, my main concerns when I'm playing using a keyboard is, one is how cool it looks. Second is the feel. It has to have a nice touch on my fingertips. You want response, you want speed.
It's clicky, but it's very light at the same time. I don't like heavy press.
This has all that. This linear switch is smooth. It's clicky as well, surprisingly.
I think it's a really great keyboard. Like, I don't know how to explain it. The only thing missing for me would be a numpad. I'm assuming they have a longer version, but like if you're gaming, you don't need that numpad. You have more space now for your mouse on your desk.
And Tfue being known as the guy who does the most insane trick shots, I can see why he uses a shorter keyboard such as this one.
Was there anything that you didn't like so much or were not used to?
It's a cool design, but the stand here.
I'm the type of person that likes to lift the keyboard, so I always use the feet.
You can adjust it with the higher one or have the lower one. I'm more comfortable with just, lifting it with one hand, popping it open with my other hand, and just having it ready to go. For this one, I have to pop it out, find like a little bag and put it in so I don't lose it. And switching the other one, as you probably saw the first time, I could not get in the higher rubber feet. So that one's that's a little rough for me. I don't know if I want to deal with that.
So that, if they can make it flatter, honestly would be the only thing I would change. I mean, the frame is really thin. It's just the thickness of it.
But that's the only thing that I dislike about it.
That's right, I forgot there's another one coming. Oh man, all right.
Bring me that new keyboard.
Here we are.
Okay.
Keyboard number 2.
Let's unwrap that as well.
Let's take a look. Oh, this one's got some weight. I almost dropped this. I'm not gonna do that weird opening thing like every other video.
From the shape, I can tell this one also doesn't have an numpad.
Ooh, it says Pro right away. All right, confirmed used by Pro Gamer.
The Logitech Pro Roamer G Tactile.
1 millisecond report rate, 70 million key press lifetime. That's actually crazy. It has the actuation force, programmable buttons, all that.
I'm used to Cherry MX switches, and today I get to try the SteelSeries switches and now the Roamer G tactile switches.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
there it is. Dude, it's a Tenkeyless keyboard, just like Tfue's keyboard. But why is it so heavy? Oh my god.
Is it wireless? Or is this just the cable you connect it to?
This packaging is so clean. You know, you ever get those candies that come packaged perfectly with no extra plastic sticking out? That's this keyboard right there. Very satisfying. Comes with manual, a safety guide, and the keyboard wire. Let's put that aside.
So who do you think uses this keyboard?
I was watching some Fortnite streamers, you know, I gotta get good for our fans. Watching TSM Myth, and he recently changed his keyboard, and I believe he changed to this one. This Logitech Pro right here.
See, that's what I meant by make it flat and allow me to lift it. See, this is one is flat.
Anyway, if you guys don't know Myth, you probably should, because he's one of the greatest Fortnite players in my opinion. He was what got word out about the game. Basically, when it started, nobody knew how to build. People came fresh out of like H1Z1, it came out of PUBG. Building was a new concept. Born in 1999, young gaming legend himself, he came into the scene and he was known as the #1 Fortnite builder. So he actually has been streaming for quite some time. He streamed a game called Paragon. I don't know if you guys heard that. That game is now closed. He switched over to Fortnite, where he became known as one of the pro players. TSM actually picked him up as their team captain for Fortnite. God, he's gotten a lot of backlash from people in some skirmishes, but honestly, he's one of like the most hardworking pro players I've seen. You know, when you're that big, people expect you to be perfect. He is really good at decision making on top of his excellent building skills. He is the one that puts in probably the most time into getting better.
Okay, I'm actually excited to try to click on this to see how it does. So I feel like for sure the keys feel smaller. They're very high. Like, I mean, you don't have to press as much to hit the bottom.
The special thing about this is the actuation distance. It's at 1.5 millimeter versus the regular 2.
Oh, I can feel that. It feels crunchy, but it's short distance.
Right, so the travel distance is actually 3.2 millimeters, so 0.8 millimeters less than the usual 4 millimeter travel distance.
Damn, okay. I see you, Myth. You became a Fortnite building god. You're practicing with faster piece of equipment that can keep up with your fast decision making and insane building skills. This actually feels really nice. It feels almost like a brown to me.
I'm used to like pressing. This one I'm like half pressing and it's already hitting the bottom.
It's like a merge, which is 1 is a brown and 2 is a speed switch, and 3, I have no idea, but it makes it feel really nice to your fingertips. It's a merge of those two plus something more. This keyboard is actually, this is crazy how nice this feels.
There's like more friction pressing the button. I don't know why. Click doesn't feel as clean, as buttery as the other one.
Another design feature of the keyboard is that keyboard wire is removable itself.
Oh yes, I did notice that here. They have a very interesting little plug here. I don't know if you can see this. It's like a micro USB thing with like 2 hooks. Okay, I see. So you plug it in and it also hooks into. And that is snug in there. And you know what? I think this design is genius because you see how far the prongs or the teeth go? It goes so far that this is not gonna wobble. When you're playing, you want a durable cable so that it will last long, and you don't want to destroy that like port, or you don't want to destroy your jack. So that thing actually keeps it really sturdy. Like, I'm actually trying to bend this, but obviously I don't want to break it. But that keeps it so sturdy in there. And this is crazy. I've never seen a keyboard with a double stand. So you got the 0, 4, and the 8, and that is insane. I would play the 8. I've never experienced that before, but that feels actually really comfortable. You know, some keyboards are heavy, but they don't have the grip. This has like, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 grips. And then the small ones, I guess, has 2 more. So like 9 grips in total, but you're using at most like 7 grips on the table. That is crazy. This thing is not moving. All right, I did see very faintly when I tilted the box, it said something 12 programmable, and I saw the word RGB flash by.
That is correct. So you can use the Logitech gaming software to program custom button macros from F1 throughout to F12.
All right.
And also, like the SteelSeries, in the software you can access over 300 gaming profiles to give you game info via the RGB backlight.
All right, well, let's check out the RGB. Now with the lights out, oh, okay, even better. Man, I always talk about how when you want RGB, you want an LED that is strong, that its intensity is not just bright, but it's equally bright everywhere. So only thing though, I do notice now that we have the light off, the holes in the keycap, it might just be their choice of font. I would prefer like, you know, a larger transparent portion of the font so I could see more light bleed through. I noticed the other keyboard, it bleeds through on the back panel. So this only comes through the top of the keycap. It's a very clean design.
So for someone that doesn't want like an extremely shiny keyboard, more subtle, more classic looking, this is definitely an option here.
Try the SteelSeries. Now you're gonna try the Logitech G Pro. You're gonna show us what you can do.
All right, so first we got Tfue, and now we're going in with Myth, heading over to TSM to play with their boys.
Okay, let's do this.
Season 6?
Oh yeah, season 6 is out. At least at the time of this recording, you might see this in the future.
Damn, that's a nice keyboard, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, did you stop the recording?
Oh,
You guys good? Holy crap! Dude, what the Man, out of shoot, this happens.
we just finished too.
Is there like a gaming raincoat? Yeah.
All right, a massive storm, a tornado has leveled at least 3 homes in the Ottawa area of Dunrobin. The storm has left dozens of other buildings throughout the Ottawa-Gatineau region severely damaged. Paramedics are on the scene dealing with emergency calls. Hydro crews are working on major power outages. This is still a fluid and active situation tonight, but we have plenty of visuals for you.
So just earlier this evening, Environment Canada confirming tornado touching down in Dunrobin, that outer suburb of Ottawa, before tracking north into the Gatineau area.
So, how long could the recovery take? There is still no set timeline. Katie Simpson traveled to one of the neighborhoods that was hit especially hard. She has more on the tasks ahead for the homeowners.
Oh, nice. Oh, shit.
Unless they're too occupied. All right. How do you like that plate? The nasty. He didn't even see it coming. Tried it. You like that shot? We did him dirty. Alright, we got him. We hit him. Alright, dude. And we got him.
My gameplay was actually on point. I actually liked it a lot more than I expected.
So we gotta play some Fortnite games actually with both keyboards here.
Well, at first, you know, I was telling you how when you press the distance is shorter than I'm used to. I kind of felt that was an advantage in game. I don't know, I felt like I was just moving faster. I didn't have to press as much. So yeah, definitely I liked it a lot more than I expected.
Here we have Tfue's keyboard and we have Myth's keyboard. Now, this isn't to compare and say whose keyboard is better, but it's just to kind of explore and see what each pro player kind of uses.
What are the differences and what are the similarities?
The main differences I noticed, these ones have the linear switches and these ones have their own special tactile switches.
You look at the keycaps, it looks very standard keycaps.
I want to say Tfue's linear switches gave me a better gaming edge.
I mean, the clickiness is not too far from what you're used to. I really like this one more than my other cherry brown switches that I've owned before, but it feels like I've used it before. This one feels kind of odd. I don't know why. It has to do with the distance, I'm pretty sure, because it takes a lot less press to get it registered. So I feel like that was kind of different than what I'm used to. The other thing, for typing purposes, I felt this one was a lot easier to type to because the keys are bigger. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but
typing for this one feels amazing. Response is instant. You feel like a light vibration through your fingertips. You really like that. And for gaming, you really want something that gives you instant feedback. For this one, a little more quiet, but it is a lot more smooth. The amount of pressure I need to activate a key on this one, a lot less. Because of that, this makes it so fast. The linear switch helps keep it smooth.
The keycap is larger on the SteelSeries than it is on the Logitech Pro. For some reason, I find myself trying to type fast and then just pressing any key. I don't know, I didn't feel like as comfortable as on this one. Maybe it's because the shape of this one is very close to what I'm used to. Maybe it's because the keycaps on that one are smaller. I'm not quite sure, but one thing for sure is those two switches that I've used today is something I've never played with before, and I like them a lot more than what I'm used to at home with the Cherry MX Browns.
My vote goes here for that better RGB presentation.
RGB on this one wins. Like, it's not even a question. This one has like that classic look. I mean, especially from the front camera here, you can tell how this is just lighting everywhere, and that one is kind of subtle. So if you like subtle, not too much RGB, just enough for you to see your keys, I think the Logitech is the way to go. If you want something a bit more flashy, the SteelSeries definitely wins it here.
In terms of keycaps, actually, I want to get into that. For some reason, I don't know why, the Logitech, it feels good. It has a good grip, but I had trouble placing my fingers where I wanted to be when I was building. I think I might have said that in the gaming video. The keys, they're fairly standard size. They have a nice big font. Everything's really easy to see, easy to press. I had no trouble. My fingers did not slip on that one. Now, next up, I want to talk about the keyboard feet here.
Kickstand on the Logitech for me was the go-to. That's like the angle that I like.
Really did not like this. It's a circle and you just pop it in and out with the other one. Downside of this, think about having earbuds. You know, you got to keep in that extra earpiece. You know, you switch to a smaller one so it fits your ear, and then you store like those slightly bigger earbuds that make your ear comfortable in like a little baggie somewhere. That's the exact same problem you have here. If you're not using the big stand, you have to store those little things somewhere. I find that so annoying. If you're having a gaming keyboard, it's portable. You don't want to have to take care of anything extra.
Angle-wise, I felt like this one was more comfortable. This one was, you know, getting used to. I'm pretty sure I can get used to that.
This has a 3 degrees of adjustment, 0, 4, and 8. Way more customizability, way more grip. You can see there's like, what is this, like 6, 7 different grips. This is not moving off your table. In terms of the actual keyboard feet, the Logitech Pro had a much sturdier and more comfortable, customizable way of changing the feet and the angle. In terms of the cabling, honestly, I want to say this, it doesn't feel like cheap rubber. It is, again, rubber cable, and over time that does wear out. If you're looking for something portable, the Logitech Pro does have the Brady cable, and it has the special port with the 2 prongs. So this one, super cool on that.
But it's not like a mouse. A mouse you're moving around, if it's rubber, it gets stuck, it starts swirling, it's super annoying. But a keyboard, I mean, you're not moving it. Once it's there, it's there. So the cable is not a big deal. If you're actually looking for a better cable, I think the Logitech wins it here.
On your right, you have the SteelSeries Apex M750,
yeah,
which we got for $120.
Okay.
On the other side, we have the Logitech G Pro, which we got for $130. Today, Roland, what is your pick and why?
It's hard to tell, like.
So overall, I'm like kind of 2 and 2 on this. I feel like this can improve my game. This one, I'd have to be more of an aggressive Fortnite builder and player to make the most out of this. But this does feel like a robust, sturdy keyboard. And if you're that type,
it's cool for gaming because you're not trying to type all over the keyboard. You have your hands in a specific location, and the clicking of it is really, really, really smooth. But I didn't feel like this was too hard. That one also feels really light. Like, if anything, it feels, you know, pretty much the same except for the distance on that one.
I don't know what the official word is, but if you're a tap player where you lift your fingers off the keyboard, you'll like this because that's response right away when you tap. But if you're like me, where you just rest your finger and you only push when you need to, you'll like the SteelSeries. So 2 keyboards for 2 different type of people. Once again, get the tool for your job. But I want to say I did perform better with the SteelSeries. Could just be that I'm a huge fan of Tfue, but don't forget I'm also a huge fan of TSM and TSM Myth. They're both honestly great players.
Here's the thing, I game, but I also work on my computer, and for that reason only, I have to go with the SteelSeries.
Based on my performance, I think I'm gonna have to go with Tfue's SteelSeries keyboard.
I love this one, I love the switches of this one, but for typing purposes, tried to type on this one, but I felt like I wasn't accurate enough.
And this is mainly due to the keycap feel and the type of mechanical switch there was on here. This one just had a much smoother gameplay for me. So I'm gonna have to go with what Tfue uses.
The win goes to the SteelSeries.
You can go on ahead, play some more gifts, and have that audio visualizer going.
Oh yeah, we gotta put that on too. All right.